Hi Pisces, welcome to your solar eclipse special. So Pisces, this is going to be happening in your third house and it's going to be making aspects to your first house. So you may be inspired to maybe learn something new. This is going to feel very empowering to you, whatever it is, helping your sense of identity. You may end up buying a new car, or you could have some type of new conversation or unexpected conversation that helps you kind of see where you want to go in regards to your life and what you want. And you could hear, if you have siblings, you could get some unexpected news from siblings, and it's something that you're motivated to get involved in. A special shout out to Rux from Written in the Stars on YouTube. These are from her, these transits, so special credit to her. Make sure that you follow her on YouTube. I will link her in the description box below, okay? Show me Pisces and what's going on for this eclipse. So the Magician, okay, for where you're currently standing. So manifesting things, where your attention needs to be directed, is the Six of Swords, needing to either resolve something between you and somebody else or needing to move on from something. This could also talk about travel or maybe something to do with the car, like your transits are saying. The Page of Swords for help that you may or may not be aware of. So there could be like a child possibly, or maybe a younger air sign, or just maybe somebody younger that kind of helps you. Like I said, it could be something in regards to siblings. Excuse the noise outside. Of course, that would happen right now. Let's see. Hidden potential that you may or may not be aware of. Two of Pentacles. Could be something in regards to your decision making, in regards to your finances, maybe receiving help from somebody. And speaking of help, Six of Pentacles for adjustments that need to be made. So this could very much be in regards to your financial matters, okay? Lessons to be learned. Well, this is you. You know, this eclipse is aspecting your first house, so this is probably your sense of identity. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. Try to stay optimistic. And a message from Pisces Spirit Guides for this eclipse, please. What do you want Pisces to know? A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so entirely possible. So let's see. Show me the Magician, please. Show me the Magician for Pisces. The Four of Cups. The Devil. The Four of Pentacles. So there's something here during the eclipse or within the next 6 months, Pisces. It seems like you're incredibly attached to an outcome, or you're very attached to something, and you're holding on to whatever this is that you're attached to. But the problem is that it may not necessarily be good for you. And I think that with that Magician and that Four of Cups, whatever this is that you're holding on to, whether it's a negative mind frame, whether it's a negative outlook, maybe it's a past person. It's like the universe is kind of telling you, just, hey, leave it up to me. Like, I got this kind of thing. And it's like needing to let go of control, because whatever this is blocking your manifestations, or you feel like it's not coming in. And a lot of the times when we're very attached to an outcome, or when we're very attached to something that we want and we try to manifest it, it can kind of slip away from us or run away from us. So try to be cautious of that, and just try to, it seems like the universe is trying to tell you that they got your back in regards to something, okay? So you got the Six of Swords for where you need to focus your attention. Tell me about that. The Four of Wands. The Chariot. So this could be about a car. Once again, this could be about a car, something to do with a car. Maybe some of you are taking driving lessons. Three of Swords in reverse. That's interesting. I don't have any of these cards in reverse. Okay. So once again, there's something that you keep holding on to. Something that is not settling with you well. Something that is still in your mind. Something that you have maybe a karmic attachment to of some sort, whether that is a person or a negative past memory. And this is essentially you needing to find the solution, or you needing to just simply move on from something that isn't doing you any favors anymore. This is like freeing yourself with that Six of Swords and that Four of Wands. This is freeing yourself from something. Even if you really are maybe getting a car or taking driving lessons, or it could also be none of those things. It's like there's something here that's going to make you feel better or feel freer. Because whatever this Five of Cups is, what's that? Three of Swords in reverse, Nine of Cups. This is like focus on yourself, let it go. Like the Three of Swords in reverse can talk about something that we've been holding on to for so long, and it's like, okay, like it's time to really let it go. And I'm not gonna lie, like if this is about a person, like I hate to say, in order to get over one person, you got to get under another. Okay, metaphorically speaking, I'm not really talking about going and sleeping around, but sometimes that can be the best medicine. You know, it really can. Even if it's like not as a distraction necessarily, but you can use people as a tool, not in a bad way, but you can use people as a tool, or find out the things that you're interested in, or divulge your energy into things that genuinely make you happy with that Nine of Cups. Because I feel like with that Three of Swords in reverse, there's something that you just keep holding on to, and it's blocking your manifestations. It's blocking your bigger dreams is what it's really doing. So Page of Swords for help that you may or may not be aware of. The Five of Pentacles. Sorry. The Ace of Cups. The World. There's somebody here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords. There's somebody here that you may have avoided, or that may have avoided you possibly, or maybe somebody that just wants to make a truce with you with that Two of Swords. It's like, I feel like this person is trying to figure out how to maybe make something right, or to close out a negative cycle between the two of you. And for some reason, I kind of feel like that's what may end up helping you in the long run, especially in regards to unblocking your manifestations. Because whatever this is that you're holding on to, there's something about this individual or about this process that's supposed to help you kind of close that out. I think that this is somebody that watches you. I wanted to say religiously. This could be somebody that spies on you or watches you religiously. This could be somebody completely new with that Page of Swords and that Ace of Cups. It could be somebody completely new, whether you are aware of them or not. What's that World about? The Three of Cups. This could be somebody that could, if you're still stuck on like a third party, if you're stuck on somebody from the past or whatever it is, this could be somebody that kind of closes that out. Or maybe they had a third party. I don't know. But to me, this looks like somebody new that's going to help you move on from something. So we got the Two of Pentacles for your hidden potential. Tell me about this. What's this about? The Temperance. The Ace of Pentacles. I think that you have more, yeah, look at that. New beginnings. This eclipse is all about new beginnings here, but something has to end. There's something that's going to change in the energy for you, but you have to make a decision. There may be an opportunity that you receive that kind of inspires you in some way, or an opportunity that you may even need to create. Be careful of taking too much time on something, or taking too much time to make a choice about an opportunity, because I really don't want it to slip from your fingers. Because it's like there's something new that's trying to come in, whether this is, you know, from a sexual perspective or a financial perspective, and it's trying to come in. But whatever this is that you keep holding on to up here in your energy, it's blocking your manifestations. And I think it almost kind of reminds me of the Two of Wands, where it's like, you know, this man is holding on to two wands, and it's like he realizes that he has to let go of the old wand if he wants to give his full attention to this one. Okay, so it's kind of like stuck between two pathways, perhaps. And it's like, try not to take, I'm not saying rush a decision, but try not to take too much time starting something, or initiating something, or accepting something. You got fantastic change here. But once again, it's like there's a dream, or there's something that you're really hoping for. But you have to make this decision. Like, you can't sit around anymore. It's like something has to change for the better. Whether it's your outlook with that sun being more optimistic. It's like sometimes we can wallow in our past, and we can forget about what's right in front of us, or even the present moment, really. And even if this is love, because I mean, you do have a new romantic cycle begins, which is a message from your spirit guides, which could be that. It's kind of like the metaphor that I use. It's like, you know, somebody had said on like a YouTube video once, like, we're always looking down at our phones. Like, we're looking to see, like, you know, if that person viewed our story, if that person has texted us, if that person, it's like, we have no idea how many, like, friendships or connections we're just walking by, or potential friendships or connections, romantic or otherwise, while we're, like, wasting away waiting on that other person, you know? And it's kind of like that, like, look up from your phone. Like, look up from your phone to see what's in front of you, you know? Six of Pentacles for adjustments that need to be made. Tell me about this. But you're going to learn something quite empowering. Queen of Wands. The Ace of Swords. You need to wait. There's the Two of Wands. There's the Two of Wands. It's some type of new pathway. Something that I do believe you're learning. I do believe it's something that you're learning here, and it's affecting your first house of yourself. I think that you need to give to whatever this new opportunity may end up presenting itself as, because you're going to learn the truth about what you're truly capable of. You're going to learn the truth about yourself. You're going to realize a lot of things. You're going to realize your path. It's like getting excited about something, feeling confident about something, whether this is coming from a sibling or otherwise. But it's like, whatever this is, it feels empowering. And with that Two of Wands and that Nine of Pentacles, it's like you have to let go of that other wand. You have to look up from your phone in order to see what's right in front of you. Sorry, guys. I got TMJ. So we got the High Priestess, which is you, baby, for lessons that need to be learned. Can you tell me about this, Spirit, please? Two of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Swords. Page of Wands, Three of Swords. Yep, there's something standing in your way of a new adventure. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that you keep holding on to. Remember, this was reversed earlier. I put it back. It's something that you will just not let go of, or you're just having a hard time letting go of it. And, like, trust me, I get it. Usually we hold on to things because we feel like there's something open-ended about it. Sometimes we have to accept apologies that we're never going to get. Sometimes we have to close doors that we didn't necessarily open. And it's just coming to terms with that and accepting that. With that High Priestess, that Two of Cups, that Wheel of Fortune, that Five of Swords, you're going to realize, you're going to come to a point where you realize you've been standing in your own way, really, especially in regards to a decision that you know is right for you, or something that you need to decide on from an intuitive level that's going to allow you to move forward. And you're going to realize that you've been kidding yourself, or I almost want to say wasting your time. I don't believe in wasted time. I feel like wasting your time is a choice. You can always get something or gather something from everything. But tell me about that. A new romantic cycle begins. Can you tell me about this for Pisces? Thank you. The King of Cups. Could have a water sign coming in for some of you, not for all of you. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You could have a couple of options, really. The Queen of Cups. Damn. The Knight of Wands. The Hangman. There you are. You know, this just to me looks like options. Like you're going to have a bunch of options. But the problem is that you have to stop looking at something that's not an option to be able to see the rest that's available to you. Even if it's like a job. You've been working at a fucking dead-end job. And it's like, it's really not, you know, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I keep showing up. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. This is not really what I want. And it's like, okay, well, you gotta make a change. Remember with that Death and that Star, because there's something that you want, but you gotta look up from your phone. You gotta stop burying yourself in the dirt and kind of look up from that, because there's such incredible energy that's available to you, especially for this eclipse and 6 months onward. But this is pretty empowering. You're going to figure out a lot of things about yourself. Like you're going to feel very empowered from something that you're learning. And because of whatever it is, whatever knowledge that you're gaining or whatever epiphany that you're having, it's affecting your sense of self in a positive way. It's just about looking up from your phone first to be able to get that energy that's available to you. Confirmation, guys. All right, so Pisces, it was a pleasure to read your cards. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, whether you want to do a personal Zoom call with me or a pre-recorded reading, you can visit www.BrattysTarot.com. Make sure that you're following me on all of my socials, Instagram and Twitter, which is in the description box below as well. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I love you, and happy eclipse. Bye.